All right, everybody, totally buenos dias. Welcome to another traveling Costa Rica vlog here on YouTube. Today we are at my favorite named beach in the entire world. My favorite named beach, and quite frankly, one of the nicest beaches in the entire world that I've seen. Playa Calzón de Pobre. Calzón de Pobre. So it's poor man's underpants beach. So in this video, we're going to do how to get here. We're going to do some drone vids. And then we're going to walk down here to the beach, check out the sand, check out the tide pool here. You can see the water here is just perfect. It's absolutely perfect water.
We will start this trip at the nearest international airport, which is right there in Liberia, which is where you'll get your airport transfer rental car or drive your handy dandy pineapple out towards the beach. This trip will take about 30 minutes and the roads are all very well paved. Now we're going to be heading out on Punta Cacique, which is right there. You can see the Waldorf Astoria. I'm going to show you guys this trip on the BC Moto entirely. And here is the beach that we're heading to, Playa Calzón de Pobre. It's right there beside Playa Penca. We're going to hike down to the beach. It's about a 10-minute walk. It's not very far, but it is pretty gravelly, so bring some good shoes for the hike down there. And now let's check out some drone footage from the beach here and the surrounding area. All right, and we will kick the drone tour right off at the beach. There it is. Look at the beautiful white sand there. A little bit of a wider angle of what you can expect if you come down to Calzón de Pobre. And since we mentioned it so much in this video, we'll go over towards the Waldorf Astoria. There's a little beach there on the left. I don't know how to get down there. And there is Playa Penca. We have a video up there on the channel of that incredible beach. Now let's go head out to Playa Hermosa. This is my favorite beach in all of Costa Rica right here, Playa Hermosa. There's a lot of restaurants and great stuff to see and do in town there. Looking back over the hill towards Playas del Coco right there. Then we'll bring it back to Playa Calzón de Pobre so I can show you how clear the water is and how calm it is. Just an absolute perfect beach. So as I was sitting here on the beach, literally twiddling my thumbs filming this beach, I saw a bunch of boats go by and a bunch of jet skis. So I tried to get some good shots of those. Here's one of them, of a jet ski going by. Jet skis are available for rent everywhere. And here's a catamaran. Looks like there was a party going on board. And I tried to do a little circle around there. I think I kept up with it pretty well, and we ended up with this really cool shot of the boat heading into Playa Hermosa. So let's get back on the ground, back on the BC Moto, and show you guys how to get to this beach.
All right, and that brings us right to this intersection right here, guys. So this is where we're going to be heading. So once again, from the map, Playas del Coco that way. If you head back up that way to the T intersection and turn right, you'll go to Coco. You turn left, you go back to the airport. This direction over here is Playa Hermosa. So Playa Hermosa is down there. That is my favorite beach in all of Costa Rica right down there, Playa Hermosa. So that's going to be coming up soon. Those houses up on the hilltop there are Hermosa. So those overlook the bay, I think. Maybe not these ones right here. So we're going to jump on the old BC Moto. We're going to jump on the old BC Moto and head down to the beach here. And it's been a while since I've been down here. I can see there's some changes already that I'm seeing. This is all built up. The Waldorf Astoria is down here, and that's at Playa Penca, so that's the last place you go. We're stopping a bit short. So let's see how that trip looks. All right, there's a Southwest jet. Looks like it's landing in Liberia. I just put up a video, actually, of landing in Liberia, so check the channel for that. Leave me a comment. I can link it down below. And always check the description, guys. Check the description down below. I link other videos that are nearby, and I link some of the products that I use while I'm traveling here in Costa Rica. Just got the tune up on the old BC Moto, so I think it's running pretty okay now. Sounds okay. She's humming. She's humming. So guys, I'm filming this on a new action cam here. This is a DJI action cam. So let me know how it's working if you guys are enjoying it. Hopefully it looks pretty good. I'll put a link on screen right now to the Amazon store. You can scan it with your phone. I appreciate everybody clicking that link, making some Amazon purchases. It's actually how I purchased this new camera. So all of that money goes to new stuff. Maybe I'll get a new drone one day. Because in fact, in Hako, I flew my drone into a tree. And she's on her last legs, I think. So here we are, guys. There's the road. There's the road coming in. Man, this is all new. The first time I ever came down here, this was just dirt. This was just pure dirt. And to continue on like past here, up here, you kind of needed a high vehicle. So this is all brand new with the opening of the Waldorf Astoria up there. It's really interesting. Now, we did a video probably about a year ago at Playa Penca. I think it was when the Waldorf first opened. There wasn't many people there. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see Penca anew. Now, this is interesting. There used to be a lookout over here to look out into Coco, but that looks like it's all you know, nicer now, nicely done up. So I don't know what's going on here. That's interesting. And I've seen a few of these tour buses go by, these shuttle buses. So there's I think up the road a bit towards Coco, there's a spot where there's employee kind of like for the resort. Now look at this. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we can stop here, but we'll definitely try to get some shots along the way. That's Hermosa down there. And then that's the Papagayo Bay right there. So the Waldorf, or the Four Seasons is out that way. That's really cool. Look at this. And then on this, once you come down the hill, you can see down into the Coco Bay. And maybe that's Playa Ocotal over there. The last video we put up was Ocotal. I don't know if it's closer than that. You guys know, I'll try to look over there once again. But yeah, they got all these like bollards out. So I guess you can't really stop now. Even here, you can't really stop. So the bay over there, I'm gonna look. It is over there. So way down, I'm assuming Ocotal is like right over there around that corner. And then way around there, I think is the Matapalo where the Rio is. So look at this. There's all stuff going in here. It looks like there's a big pad leveled out. But man, this is where the road used to be before the Waldorf opened. This road was absolutely conked, like especially down here. And there it is right there. There's the Waldorf Astoria down the hill. So I wonder if anything's new up there. It actually looks like, I always just thought it was going to be facing Hermosa and Playa Penca, but it actually looks like it's facing over that way too into Playas del Coco. Hey, yo, can we actually stop here? Hey, yo. Okay, yeah, let's have a little stop ski here. Have a peekaboo ski over the hill. So we're heading down in that direction down there. You can see the jet skis out. I see a boat right over there, sailboat. And there's some other boats over there. So once again, that's the Papagayo Peninsula. And off in the distance there, that ridgeline way off there, I think it's a national park. You guys can remind me of the name of it. And over in this direction, okay, not so good of views over in that direction, but you can see over a couple bays there. This is where we're heading. And once again, we will continue on. Okay, and we're off. Now, I think the entrance is just right up here. I think the entrance is just right up around this bend. There should be a parking area. Yeah, we're looking good here, folks. We're looking good here. So here we are. Here we are. Okay. So Waldorf Astoria, sign right here. Continuing on. I'm assuming this is going to be where I can park. So there's some parking there. So if you're coming to Playa Calzón de Pobre, I can see some people parking there with some, looks like beach stuff. So I'm assuming that's where you park. I'm just going to try to set up right here and we'll try to figure it out. Then we'll do the hike down the hill. All right, so we did in fact get it sorted out, guys. So the BC Motors park right over there. They'll direct you over there. There's a watchman there. So 1 or 2 mil, bring in cash. And this is the pathway we're going to be walking down. I can see part of the hotel right there. So the gentleman here says it's about a 10-minute walk. So keep that in mind if you're coming down. I think he said it's about 600 meters. 600 meters down the hill. Where are we going? So they got the fences. Okay, so they kind of direct you over here. So I won't bore you guys with the whole hike down the hill, but we'll periodically see what it's looking like. Now I do got the water shoes on, the new Underpants. The new Underpants water shoes. So these ones are a little bit more robust over the Do Sport. They got a bit more hiking element. The insole kind of wraps around the shoes. So I'm going to see how these perform. Definitely in this kind of terrain where it's all rocks and gravels and twigs and everything. I'm going to say they're already doing better. So that's good. See how they do in the water though. So what do we got here? We got a sign. So you can't camp here. You can't camp here. Bienvenido a Playa Calzón de Pobre. All right. And this was like this before too, this road over here. It's been like this actually for years. For years. As long as I've come down to this beach, it's been a road here. So I think it's going to tie into the whole hotel over there. And there is the Waldorf. I wonder if this will be one of the last views we can get whilst Yes, I just said whilst heading down to poor man's Underpants. There you go. There is the Waldorf. All right, so we're getting our first view of the beach right there. First view of the beach. I can talk really well. Somebody actually made a comment. They're like, you got a face for radio or something like that. Or they said I got a nice voice. Actually, I think is what it was. It's a very polite comment. Now I'm like super cognizant of what I sound like to keep the vocal inflections well. So the pathway opens up pretty good here. But even still, it's chonkadilic. I mean, you got a bit more room in case you fall or something, but it's still a hike. So keep that in mind. I mean, I wouldn't want to bring a wagon down here with a bunch of stuff. Maybe a backpack. I know they got cooler backpacks. I had one of them. They're pretty useful. I have one. I actually have a. I should have brought it. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? So it looks like we've only got a couple more minutes down the path, and then we're at the beach. All right. So here we are at the final. We'll do this. We'll do this live. So there's the pitch of the road, the trail. There's the pitch. So here we are going down to the beach. This is actually. It looks like this is the worst spot right here. I guess that makes sense. All the gravel and everything. All these rocks kind of roll downhill. That makes sense. So, guys, a lot of people are curious about the Penca, for example. Now, my understanding in Costa Rica is that the beaches are all public. So even if a resort is built at or like adjacent to a beach, the beach has to remain public. And again, my understanding is when they obtain the permits, the municipality has to like enforce that and ensure that there's access for public to go to the beach. And then also the Tourism Institute in Costa Rica is responsible for ensuring that. So I like that. I don't like, for that reason, some other countries I've been to, you know, you're going along the beach and then there's a big wall. Just kind of strange. So, wow, look at this now. Got kind of windy. Which end do we want to go to, guys? So it looks like the tide might be a little high right now. Looks like we're here at high tide. And in case you're wondering, yes, the intro was filmed after this one. So I'm just getting here for the first time. Let's do both ends of the beach. Let's do both ends. I kind of remember this side. There's always like little crabs over there that are pretty cool. Go step in water. There's those jet skis over there. Look at this beach, man. It's perfect. It's the perfect beach. And it's like pretty windy right now, but the water's still calm. Still very calm water. And oh yeah, it's super refreshing. Super refreshing. Look at how calm that water is. And I think this beach is where I saw some spotted eagle rays going along the beach. That was really cool. It was really cool when I saw that. Now, right over there, you might see that it's all chiseled out of rock there. I think there's a hotel going in there called the One and Only. The One and Only is going in there. It's supposed to be like a 7-star resort. But it's been a while like that, so I don't know what's happening with that. Man, and this sand is soft. Maybe I've gained weight, something. I don't know. I'm sinking in there. So actually, quite a few people here. And I wonder how many of these people are from the Waldorf and how many is venturing down like I am. Jet skis coming right up here. Okay, so we got like a juice thing here. That's pretty cool. Let's go walk out on the rocks, see how far we can make it. This is great. So more shaded areas up there. Looks like over there, some more shaded areas. And I honestly can't remember the last time I was here, what the beach looked like. You know, how far up the terrain came to the beach. I know Ocotal was looking pretty different. So I wonder if these guys rent jet skis right out of here. I'd assume they rent jet skis out of Playa Penca for sure. Probably going to post up right around here. This is where we're going to start the video, I think. Let's go out on these rocks. There's another jet ski coming by. So I don't know. They could be from Hermosa. Actually, we can get a cool view of Hermosa over here. Ooh. This is where the water shoes come in handy. Look at this. Hola. Oh, yeah. We're pushing it. We're pushing it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What they say in the biz. All right, let's get a view back of the beach. So there's the beach as I stumble and fall. Look at that. That's perfect. That's just perfect. My goodness. Now there is snorkeling on this beach, like right out around here. This actually looks like super easy snorkeling right there. Like it looks like you get pretty close and it's not that deep. How far can we make it here, guys? We'll go right up here. This looks good. I see a crab on the rocks. Cool. Well, there you have it, guys. Playa Calzón de Pobre. We can finally see Playa Hermosa right there. And there's a resort right over there. All kinds of like developments and stuff that you can rent up in the hill there. I hope you enjoyed that walkie-talkie tour here and the drone vids. So stay tuned for more videos. I want to go down the coast, right? I just want to go do all those videos down there. So as always, hit like, hit subscribe right here on YouTube. Leave a comment with your questions, feedback, requests, or, just tell me I got a really nice voice. Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye now.